It seems that hardly a day goes by in which the Islamic State, also known as ISIS or ISIL, doesn't appear in a newspaper or on a TV news screen. And the news is always bad. Hides, death, and wanton destruction of a type rarely seen in modern history. So, what is the Islamic State? Where did it come from? What does it want? And why? Let's try and to answer these questions in turn. What is the Islamic State? The Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, ISIL, also known as the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, and by its Arabic language name Daesh. It is a Salafi jihadist militant group and follows a fundamentalist Wahhabi doctrine of Sunni Islam. ISIS gained global prominence in early 2014 when it drove Iraqi government forces out of key cities. Who are the top leaders of the ISIS? At very top of the follow chart is Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, who named himself Caliph. He functions in a role similar to that of a commander-in-chief. Mr. Baghdadi has two deputies, Abu Ali al-Anbari, responsible for Syria, and Abu Muslim al-Turkmani for Iraq. Both deputies were former generals under Saddam Hussein. These top leaders referred to collectively as Al-Imara. History of ISIS. The roots of ISIS track back to 2004 when the organization known as Al-Qaeda in Iraq formed. Abu Mus'ab al-Zarqawi, who was originally part of Osama bin Laden's Qaeda network, found this militant group. The US invasion of Iraq began in 2003, and the aim of Al-Qaeda in Iraq was to remove Western occupation and replace it with a Sunni Islamist regime. When the civil war in Syria started, ISIS fought against Syria forces and gained ground throughout the region. In 2013, the group officially renamed themselves ISIS, which stand for Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, because they had expanded into Syria. ISIS has been called several names, including ISIL. This acronym stands for Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. The Levant is a broad geographical region that includes Syria, Lebanon, Palestine, and Jordan. IS simply means Islamic State. Daesh Many Middle Eastern and European governments have used this, this Arabic acronym for الدولة الإسلامية في العراق والشام. The war against ISIS. In response to ISIS violence, various countries, including the United States, France, the United Kingdom, Russia, several Arab nations, and other countries, have initiated efforts to defeat the terrorist group.